guys, it is Tuesday, so let's talk about some dog stuff. It is legitimately, I don't know, probably close to 8 o'clock at night. And a lot of times I do these videos earlier in the week or I do them early in the morning on Tuesday. I have not gotten to it yet. So when I set this out on Facebook and Instagram, it's literally going to be just minutes after I made the video. So what happened this morning, I got up and I really had no intention of spending the day in the kitchen. I was off today and didn't really have any obligations with dog stuff. And I decided I was going to do kitchen stuff. And I literally was in the kitchen for, I think, like 10 hours. I don't know what happened, but I got a whole bunch of stuff done. Made pigs in the blanket, Polish dish. You guys know what that is, the rice and the hamburger. And I should say rice and beef, and I use turkey in mine too. And it's rolled up like a cabbage roll. So people sometimes call it cabbage roll. We call it gawumki because I'm a Pole, and I don't call it cabbage roll. And pigs in the blanket, we call it that. That's okay, I guess. But besides that, Frosted Fairy Tale, Pamela and I have gotten together to do some kind of fun holiday stuff with pierogi, which how many of you say pierogi? We don't say pierogi here. I don't. My kids do. My husband tries to. I don't like it. Pierogi. If you're Polish, you say pierogi. So anyways, Pamela and I have teamed up to do some stuff at Frosted Fairy Tale, her bakery, and we are doing a pop-up next week, a pierogi pop-up. That is on Wednesday the 18th. You have to pre-order by this Saturday the 14th because we need to have a count of what we're doing. You will be able to call into the bakery, 716-549-4444, or you can shoot me a message or call me, 716-253-0130. If you want your meal hot, you have to pick a time for pickup. We are doing Farmer's cheese ricotta. It's a sweet cheese. It's really good. Buttery sauerkraut. It's not a sweet sauerkraut. It's buttery and very delicious. And we are doing cheddar potato. So today I was experimenting with just different things and sizing and whatnot, and I ended up in the kitchen doing nothing with dogs, but I was doing pierogi. So, you know, there's a dog in that word if it counts. So if you want to get some Polish food from us, we are doing a pop-up. Like I said, you can contact us at those numbers that I just gave you. And we are going forward with this, and we're going to do holiday boxes where you will be able to order your pierogi, your Polish sausage, your bread, your dessert. And we are going to be putting that out soon. If you are doing a pickup next week on Wednesday, you'll get information in your bag with your takeout food. Some people are choosing to purchase a dozen pierogi from us next week uncooked. That's fine too, because they want to take them home and cook them at their leisure, maybe that day or the next day or something. So you can do it either way. You can get a hot meal for lunch or for dinner, or you can take them home uncooked and cook them at your leisure. So your choice, okay? So anyways, back to some dog stuff. Look at this bandana, so cute. Cutest pumpkin in the patch. This is from my grand puppy. I'm gonna give this to her tomorrow. If you're interested in one of these, let me know. $10. Cute, isn't it? Tomorrow, I know my fall bandanas are arriving. They're a little bit late, but I have some people who asked for fall bandanas, and those are coming in tomorrow, so I'll show you guys those. If you're interested in a fall theme, I can put your dog's name on them. What about the veterans out there? Let's get the veterans some bandanas for their cats or dogs. I can, I'm doing them for $7 instead of $10, so that a couple dollars shipping, it'll be under $10, and you can actually mail one to a vet. How fun would it be to send somebody you know that is a veteran that has a dog or a cat, and they can have a bandana with their animal's name on it. So some cute prints. I'm going to hold up a few in case you see something cool you like. You can just let me know. This one's more 4th of July. I love this one. This is the flag print. I will mail them right to your veteran. You don't even have to be involved in the process. Cute. Just gonna hold up a few more. I know there was a really cute gnome one in here. I don't know where that one is, but I'm gonna look for it. All these cool patriotic prints, and they can use them for Veterans Day, 4th of July, anything. See if I can find that gnome one. I have one gnome one left in here. This one's cute. Oh, here it is. I have one more of these. I thought this was cute. I think I only have one of those. Oh, my computer's going crazy over here. This one's super cute too. But anyways, I have a bunch of them left, and you can make a vet smile. Oh, I like this one too. This one's like the full American flag. Yeah, make a vet happy. Let's send them something in the mail. Let them represent their country and give their dog or cat a cute little bandana. Okay, so anyways, let's see here. I have a list of some things people asked me this week, if I can find that. Oh, barking. Okay. People were talking to me. They talked to me about this a lot in lessons, and it's been a question people have had for me a lot lately is your dog's barking constantly at the window. Your dog is barking in the yard, and it's annoying. Dogs bark, okay? So that is their way of alerting us to say, hey, somebody's here, or there's somebody coming up the driveway, or that's how they greet people, you know, that's how they say hello, and where have you been, or I missed you all day. So you can't stop your dog completely from barking. The important part is that is your dog able to stop barking when you call them off of it? And that's where the training comes into play, okay? A dog is barking over and over and over, and what's happening, you're saying to them, stop, no, don't do that, quiet, right? And what's happening? They're going right back to it, and they're barking again. So this is one of those things that I kind of teach in reverse. If a dog doesn't know what quiet means, then they're not going to understand that they're supposed to stop making noise, right? So it's important to teach this in the opposite order, where you teach a dog to understand what speak means. And when they're speaking, barking, they are hearing that word speak over and over and over, so that when they become quiet and you then say, quiet, good boy or good girl, they start making the connection like, wow, when there's no noise, I hear that word quiet. And when I'm making a lot of noise, I hear this word speak. That is how I go about teaching this. Is it as easy as I'm making it sound? No, there's a method to it, and there's trial and error, and that's what the training is all about. So if you are having issues with barking, and I know how annoying it can be, I have a beagle, and he is a barker, and he barks all the time. So I just kind of live with it. It doesn't bother me as much as it probably bothers some people, but I'm used to dog behaviors that kind of roll off my back. But he was my dad's dog, and he developed a lot of crazy habits before we took him when my dad passed away. So it's been hard to undo a lot of that stuff, and we kind of live with a lot of it. But there's definitely a way to teach the difference between speaking and or barking and quiet. So if you need help with that, get in touch with me. You know, you can always reach me at 716-253-0130. And you can also send me messages on Facebook and Instagram and doggomafia716@gmail.com. Okay, what else here? My dog does not respect anything I say. Yeah, I get it. Okay. So, what happens? Your dog's not respecting you. You're asking your dog to do something and they just walk away. You're trying to do training exercises and they just walk away. They act like you don't exist. And you're feeling defeated because you're not getting anywhere with changing your dog's behaviors. So, you know, we can work on that with training. I'm very big into something called stringing. Stringing is putting together a series of exercises that almost appear to be like a routine for a dog, and they have to, over the course of several weeks, do more, work harder, work longer before the reward comes in the end. They learn to have some self-control. They learn to bring that excitable behavior down from a 10, you know, down to below a 5, and show that they don't have to be so impulsive and reactive to everything that goes on. So when you start working with your dog on these drills and you start seeing success and they're feeling the success, when they're pleasing us, our reactions are much different. Our language is different, our emotions are different, our body language is different, and they know it and they pick up on it. And the whole thing just kind of comes together nicely. And you get a dog who is now excited to please you and is displaying those good behaviors and is making life much more enjoyable for you and your family. Let's see here. Well, the top two things that you can really start to do to turn around those behaviors are number one, expect and compliance, and that kind of goes along with these drills. When you're teaching obedience, there should not be a gray area that you're accepting. It's black and it's white. How do you get there? How do you ask your dog to do something and then get the result without having all this jumbling going on in the middle? Is it easy to get there? I'm not going to say it's easy, but it's not impossible, and it's definitely achievable. So how do you get that compliance? Well, you're going to get that with consistency, right? You're going to expect your dog to do certain things, and I can show you all those things in training. How are you going to get from point A to point B, and how are you going to fix all that stuff in the middle where the dog is doing things like deciding to just walk away during a drill or act like they don't even hear what you're saying? So the consistency on your part is what really makes everything come together and makes the dog start understanding that you're not going to accept that gray area, and that when you ask for something, you're expecting a result that you want. So that consistency is huge. If you think about like consistency with kids and things like that, routines and bedtimes and homework expectations and all the things that we want to do with our kids to make life easier. And then on those days where we kind of stray from that and let them, have an off day or go away from a certain bedtime, or maybe leave a homework assignment till the morning or something like that, you can kind of see how things unfold in a different way, right? Kids get too much of that inconsistency and things get chaotic. It's the same thing with dogs. If we're not being consistent as people and expecting certain things from them, we can expect a chaotic dog. That's a fact. That's what's exactly going to happen, okay? So if you are having problems with your dog respecting what you're saying and what you expect and want them to do, get with me, shoot me a message. I have some spots open in my training schedule. I'm sure that would work for you. If you have daytime availability, that's oftentimes easier. Evenings get booked up quick and I don't have a ton of availability there, but I can do some evenings, but I do have some daytime slots open. So let's see. I think that's about it. I think I'm going to cut it short today. I'm really tired. So Veterans Day bandanas. Anything cute for Halloween, and this is just an example. I can do lots of cute stuff. If you have an idea, just shoot me a message and say, hey, can you do this? Somebody getting married, somebody having a baby, I can do a cute bandana for your dog to kind of wear around and announce those important things in your life. If you're working on training and you're struggling, because I push people to get out into public when they're doing training, because just because your dog can comply in my shop and show that they are understanding and performing per se, doesn't mean they're going to do it when they're out in public, because all those distractions are out there. The noises, the cars, the people, the other animals, and oftentimes that's where you start seeing that they're not consistent with listening to you. And it's a huge part of my training program about getting out there with those distractions and expecting your dog to do exactly what they do when they're in your living room or they're in my shop. But what happens out there, people see this cute dog, they want to engage, they got to come up and see what you're doing, they want to pet your dog and they want to talk to your dog. And oftentimes that kind of is counterproductive to what you're trying to do with your dog, because we're trying to get them to leave distractions alone, but we have to be reasonable, because if those distractions are right in their face, that's not really reasonable for us to expect from them, right? So anyways, the reason I'm bringing this up is that a few people have asked me about training bandanas or some kind of vest to put on their dog. you know, let's face it, you can go on Amazon or you can go on eBay and you can literally buy a vest that makes it look like your dog's a service dog, okay? That's how easy it is. That's why a lot of these places are cracking down so much, like the airlines and stuff, because they know people can fake this stuff. So the vests and things, you know, yeah, you can get things like that online, but you don't need to have that for just your basic training, and you don't need to, you know, get a huge big vest to put on your dog. You can just use a simple bandana that you can throw through the wash if something happens to it. But anyways, in training kind of gives people the idea that, you know, you're working with your dog and that they should kind of step back and not engage if they're not invited to. So training bandanas, I can do that. Holiday bandanas, Veterans Day bandanas. What else? The pup trot. The pup trot's coming up on the 21st. You can still register, doggomafia.com. You can walk with a dog, or you can walk without a dog. If you want to just walk with your friends or with your child or push a stroller or whatever you want to do, you can partake in it and engage with us and be part of the day, part of the morning. It'll all be over within a couple hours. We're doing 9 o'clock to 9:20 check-in, 9:30 trot. We should be done trotting by 10:30. And then dogs who are not wearing a costume during the trot, which a lot of dogs don't like to do that, they can take 15 minutes and, you know, get a drink of water. They can have their dog ice cream and they can get their costume on. The costume contest will be judged about, I would say about 10:45, 10:50. We have a panel of judges coming to see your dogs and give out some prizes. And that's it. We're doing fall pictures. I'll have a cute fall scene. You can get a picture of your dog. I'll send it to you digitally. And if you need me to print it for you, I will. I can pop it in the mail to you, or you can stop at my store and pick it up in a couple days after the pup trot. So pictures, dog ice cream, costume contest. What else? I think that's really it. So any questions, shoot me a message, and follow my YouTube channel, share it, comment on it. If you're commenting on my videos, I run contests sometimes, and if you're following the directions in the contest, your name has been going on a wheel and you might have won some things. So anyways, that's about it. Think about getting some Polish food from us. Remember, I'm a Jill of all trades. I got lots of talents. One of them is cooking. Another one's dogs. I got lots of them. So anyways, have a good evening, and I'll see you guys next week.